See it better from this angle now. You see Hjelde trying to get back in, Johannesson as well.
Yeah, Anderson was upfield, wasn't he?
Neil, yeah, just trying to look at that near post space. Beats him there.
He came across Dan Ballard, I think, to get the shot away. It's a bit of a let-off there for Sunderland, but
just going back to the point, and I think from his point of view, obviously the tempo of the game will probably be a little bit different, I'd imagine. You know, personally, I don't watch too much French football, but yeah, you know what the Championship's all about. It's fiery at times, isn't it? It's game after game. You know, you're chalking off over 40 games a season. And he'll know all about it, I'm sure.
Yeah, just go back to the point,
I think on as well. Yeah, obviously the tempo of the game will probably knows the players really well, so imagine tapping into the, you know, personally I don't watch too much French football. I think there's still obviously to add, but yeah, you know what the Championship's all about. The coach and staff, it's fiery at times, isn't it? It's game after game, you know, you're chalking off over 40 games a season. And he'll know all about it, I'm sure. Yeah, just go back to the point, I think on as well. Yeah, just obviously the tempo of the game will probably knows the players really well, so imagine, you know, personally I don't watch too much French football. Still obviously too far off. But yeah, you know what the Championship's all about. The coach and staff, it's fiery at times, isn't it? It's game after game, you know, quite lively over 40 games a season. Big and he'll know all about it, I'm sure. Yeah, just go back to the point, I think on as well. Yeah, just the tempo of the game will probably side player really well, so imagine again, you know, personally I don't watch too much French football. Still too far off. But yeah, you know what the Championship's all about. The coach and staff, it's fiery at times, isn't it? It's game after game, you know, quite lively over 40 games a season. Big and he'll know all about it. Yeah, just back to the point, the tempo of the game is well there as well. So imagine again, you know, I don't want too much sometimes Johannesson just rolls it into she's caught his heels slightly. Underweighted pass in there, look, and then just pops it in. And then, it's a little bit naughty, isn't it? Catches him on his right ankle. So he's back on his feet, so she's on the ball now. Deal. She's talent heels slightly. Patrick Roberts. Trey Hume. Oh, it's into the back of the net, and Sunderland lead by 2. Trey Hume with his goal. Deflected his right ankle over the goalkeeper. So I'll show you that's what happens. The ball now steps into the space. Takes a touch out of something else. Talent heels slightly touch there. Roberts pass. Trey Hume. Oh, it's into the back of the net, and Sunderland lead by 2. Trey Hume with his goal. Steps into the space, getting upfield and anything. Touch there. Oh, it's into the back of the net, and Sunderland
Look at the output in terms of goals and assists, isn't it? And I think he had 1, maybe 2 assists last season. And you look at the previous season to that, and you know what Patrick's all about. He's been at some top clubs, hasn't he? You know, you look at Celtic and Man City, for example. Fulham, 1 or 2 others. So there's certainly a player in there. He gets frustrated at times. Look at the output in terms of goals season for him coming up, and I think he had 1, maybe 2.
I think Dan Neil maybe they're penalised for.
And you look at the previous season to that, and you know what Patrick's all about. He's been in some top clubs, hasn't he?
Penalised for a foul. Might have got a touch on the ball, might not have. But South Shields have a free kick on this left-hand side. Sunderland will be looking to preserve the clean sheet, especially in this first half for the new trialist goalkeeper Blondie Nanuko. And it comes from the left-hand side. It's gone to the near stick. It's not dealt with yet, but it's eventually away by Eliza Mienda.
It wasn't a great delivery, was it? Low, but it found its way through.
Here's Ward for South Shields. They've come on this left-hand side. They did well to win the ball back there. Nice bit of football here, and just come into the box, and it's taken in by Nuko in the end.
Yeah, shows it. Chris Rigg back in there helping out, and Johannesson got done on the give and go. Back in there helping out.
Here's Ballard. Roberts out to Hume. The 2 goal scorers combine in there, and there's one for Mienda to chase into the channels. Just out of play there.
But you don't mind that from there. You see he's willing to run in behind us now. Again, something I used to say too much on comms last season, where we play in front of the teams. Everybody wants to come into feet. Jack Clark at times into feet, Patrick into feet. The 10s always coming in there. you know, you're seeing it a little bit with England at the minute, where, you know, Harry Kane's dropped deep, but everyone wants to come in, and then for the life of a centre back, then you're comfortable because everything's happening in front of you. Whereas you're dropping a ball in behind, and Mayenda looks like he's willing to run in behind. Centre backs, believe me, don't want to run back towards their own goal time and time again.
Wayward long ball there from Boney, the goalkeeper for South Shields, and it'll go across to his opposite number. If you're just tuning in, it is South Shields 0, Sunderland 2. Patrick Roberts and Trey Hume with the goals inside the first 9 minutes. Romain Mundle's hit the bar. Sunderland have been well on top, apart from one chance for Blackett for South Shields, which was a potential out of jail card when it was just a 0-0. Here's Anderson. He's had a lively start. Looks to switch it out towards Roberts. Just coming inside now. Mundle on this left-hand side. Anderson's overlapping again. Here's Al-Shish. He might make it all the way to the byline here, Adil Al-Shish. Is that going to go for a corner? It will.
Yeah. It's good play against from Sunderland. Good build-up play. And you see Anderson there.
About. See you in a few hours.
Exactly, yeah, we'll see if we can get a pizza in or something in between. Here's Mundle. Now Al-Shish, who's certainly covered some yards in this first quarter of an hour.
Yeah, can you hear me now? It should be a lot better.
For me, it's probably his position, but he loves to drift about the pitch, and he can get frustrated at times if he doesn't see the ball for 5-10 minutes or so, and he goes looking for it, wants to be involved in the action.
Here's Joe Anderson. It was Shrewsbury Town where he was on loan last season, alongside former Sunderland players such as Carl Winchester and Aidan O'Brien as well. Here's Trey Hume. Roberts. Now Dan Ballard, and he was certainly a standout performer last season as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, excellent, Dan Ballard. Love watching him play, really. He's a centre back, big, aggressive, isn't he?
Yeah, I'll start again. Hopefully you can hear us now. This is, you listen to South Shields Sunderland. This is the friendly. And we're 14 minutes in, and Sunderland are 2-0 up. Great start by the lads.
You see him as a bit of a hybrid.
I've got the microphone literally right near my speaker of my mobile phone, because that's the only way I can get the audio to you guys, because Sunderland isn't broadcasting this audio on Radio Newcastle.
Set pieces coming in, whether it's our box or theirs, he goes forward, he wants to get on the end of things. Defensively as well, time and time again. He's big and aggressive, and he clears things out.
Sunderland starting again here, just had a smidgen of an opportunity there, but they played it back to the back line. Here's Trey Hume. And that's a crafty run in here from Chris Rigg, and it's just out of play there.
Yeah, it's good from Chris Rigg, isn't it? You see, that's what you want from those midfielders in there. You know, whether it's Daniel mixing it up and Chris sits in for him, but running him in behind, getting off the back here. Your midfielder who's picking you up, is he willing to run in with you, 5-10 yards, putting the hard yards in, running back towards their own goal? And Chris there does it well, because you look at when he played last year, wasn't in his favourite position really, was he? Whether he'd be out on that right hand side, which is not really his position, but you ask Chris Rigg, do you want to go play there for the first team? Absolutely.
It'll be an in-swinger from Roberts. It's found its way to Mundle. Can he get a shot off? Still not away yet. Ballard! And it's been blocked. Handball appeals waved away. That was going in, certainly, from Dan Ballard.
Yeah, strike, wasn't it? In the first one there, nobody really picked. It was Romain Mundle, I think, wasn't it? Brought him down and had a touch and then tried to get the strike away. It was blocked. Decent strike from Dan Ballard. Again, blocked there. A few appeals for the penalty.
Would have been harsh, I think. Looked like chest to me. Is Al-Shish. Likes coming out to that left-hand side to support Mundle and Anderson. Mundle gets it back now, just playing in this little triangle here, Sunderland. Controlling the tempo. Here's Al-Shish again. Hume. Dinked in again from Hume, just looking for someone at the back post. Al-Shish might get there and Boney has to clear.
See that one back now. Seeing Swinger, Patrick Roberts there. It's quite a flighted ball, isn't it? It's not great marking from South Shields, and then it drops down. And then Dan Ballard pulls the trigger. Can't see too much what was happening there. But
yeah, time to turn there, Ballard as well, yeah. And it comes from Al-Shish all the way to the back stick. It's headed clear. Only as far as Dan Neal. It's like a pinball machine outside the South Shields penalty area, but they do just about deal with it in the end.
It's good pressing from Sunderland. You see getting after him, not allowing South Shields to settle on the ball. There we are, winning it back.
Good play there from Shields as well, just to recover. Out it goes to the left-hand side. And Roberts might get away from Heaney here. 6 and 2 threes with that one on the far byline, but South Shields move away with the ball. I think it'll be pulled back for a free kick, yeah. Good turnout of the First Cloud Arena, despite the weather, Danny.
Yeah, local one, isn't it? A lot of Sunderland fans have made the short trip. A lot of them will be from South Shields anyway.
Yeah. Even better, no black and white shirts I've seen so far, so that was certainly one to avoid. South Shields starting from the back here with Boney, the goalkeeper. Mundle looking to press. Anderson likewise. Can he win this one back? Mundle's still there as well. Referee gives a free kick. Certainly one to avoid. South Shields starting from the back here with Boney, the goalkeeper. South Shields became probably a little bit more popular with Sunderland fans in the last couple of years with Kevin Phillips' involvement as well, Danny, yeah?
Yeah, done well there, Kevin. Then obviously moved on to Hartlepool. Actually done a decent job there, I think, and part of the company as well last season, Kevin. But no, it is. It's one of those local ones as well. And sometimes, when Sunderland are away from home, fans like to get out on a Saturday afternoon, go and watch a game of football, don't they? It's down the road, and they'll get a good attendance in there, a couple of thousand. And as we said earlier on, they came close at the end. They just missed out, I think, on the playoffs, didn't they, towards the end of the season there?
Which isn't bad for a side that's just come up from the Northern League as well.
To go again, yeah, because obviously they had a few promotions there, didn't they? Yeah. Worked their way up the ladder. They'll be looking to get into the National League as soon as they can.
Here's Hjelde, who obviously, like you touched on, Danny's been forced to play left back quite often last season. He's in that central role today with Joe Anderson at left back.
So you've got balance there, and you've got two lefties on the left-hand side of the back four. But yeah, naturally you want. I mean, obviously there's been a lot of talk again with England and Trippier out on the left-hand side. You lose a bit of that balance.
Seems to be all the more important, especially with centre-backs as well, to have a left-footed centre-back and then a right-footed teammate next to him, yeah.
It just opens up, receiving the ball across you, and then you've got the options then to fizz it out to your left-back or your winger.
Just means things are, I guess, a bit more fluid.
Yeah.
Here's Mundle. Anderson. Now Dan Neal. To Dan Ballard, just looking to control the pace of the game. Here's Patrick Robertson now. Switched across back to Joe Anderson again. They like this switch of play at the moment from right to left.
The ball well, to be fair, Sunderland.
Mundle always looking to get one-on-one with this man. Al-Shish. Roberts just tried to tuck it in there for Romain Mundle to come inside into the area.
Yeah, that's what they've done quite well, Sunderland as well, to be fair. Yeah, losing the ball high up in the South Shields third, but they've gone after the ball well once they've turned possession over, got to win it back on the front foot.
Great piece of work there by Roberts in the corner as well, to be able to not only keep it in, but win possession back. Yeah. Which the Black Cats still have now. Do you think Reggie Lebris will be happy with what he's seen so far?
Yeah, I think, it's work rate really, isn't it? You say it's putting the yards in and then, keeping possession, moving the ball. We've seen second half of last season, especially where we had a lot of possession in games, but it was too pedestrian, wasn't it? Slow tempo. It's easy for the opposition then to get set in their shape and defend it. Whereas obviously today, and again, we're obviously talking levels in football, but we've moved the ball quite well. It's a nice slick surface, which helps, and the lads have moved the ball from side to side quite well with a purpose.
Just knocking it around here, Sunderland, in an assured fashion. Like we say, just the one chance for South Shields. It's been a couple of lapses, but you'd expect that this early in pre-season. Certainly been some end product, likewise from Patrick Roberts with a goal and an assist to his name as we reach the midpoint of the first half. Here's Joe Anderson, who's also impressed so far, particularly on the ball. Here's Al-Shish. He might have just nearly turned into trouble there, Quack. It looked all right to start with, but Mayenda was down to go, really. Yeah, breathing down his neck there, Eliza Mayenda. That's a good challenge from Rigg, and he's found Mayenda. Now Rigg again, can he get a shot off? Chris Rigg! Good save from Boney Mayenda. And I think the flag might be up there.
Good play again from Sunderland. Mayenda involved, and he squares it to Chris Rigg. Decent strike. Keeper looks like he's just holding his shoulder there a little bit. Makes a good save. See it back now, yes. Chris Rigg actually wins it in the first place, isn't it? Slides in, I think there's Mayenda now, carries on his run. Chris Rigg, see there, South Shield switch off. Touch out of his feet, tries to do the keeper at his near post, good save. And Mayenda is offside. Quick look at the linesman, flags up.
Yeah, he did look offside, Mayenda, but it was a nice piece of play. Chris Rigg creating that opportunity for himself. 23 minutes played. Always went there, excuse me, there. South Shields 0, Sunderland 2 here at the First Cloud Arena. Shields do look quite brave here, and they might have a chance here with Savage up top.
You know, he's done really well there. Try keep, I think Joe Anderson, as Nick gets his header wrong and puts it straight into the path. See there, head it wide, he just heads it straight back into the middle. I think he's trying to cushion it for the goalkeeper actually, but heads it straight into the South Shields striker, and Trey Keep does really well getting back goal side.
It's a horrible, great, drizzly day at South Shields by the look of things.
Save his teammate, because like you say, it was a header into danger there in field. And to be fair to South Shields, every time Sunderland have had these momentary lapses, they are creating half
they've had a couple of half chances, yeah. So that ball in from the right hand side before, wasn't it?
Roberts has been very dangerous so far, and he finds Chris Rigg. Here's Al-Shish looking to switch out to the left hand side again with Mundell. He's got Anderson outside him, he uses him. In from Anderson and out from the goalkeeper Boney.
Yeah, again, they work it really well. Sunderland there, out to Anderson. He fizzes it in low, doesn't he? Bodies in front of him. I think he's enjoying Joe Anderson, as you say. Yeah, you know, as soon as the play's developing, and you know, I've played a lot of games at left back myself, and as soon as it's making its way across to your side, into the winger, that's when you've got to be on your bike, getting around the outside there. So Mundell just lends it into his path there to fire it in first time.
Yeah, I was about to ask there, drawing from your own experiences, Joe Anderson looks to be really enjoying himself down that left flank. Was that the same kind of feeling you had when you had wingers that would pick up the ball very often and you could get outside them?
Yeah, well, it depends on who your winger is outside. You know, for instance, I played with Matty Etherington at Stoke. Matty's an out player, yeah, left winger, left-footed. Didn't really want to go outside because he wanted his full-back 1v1, so you supported him, you know, more often than not. Whereas now in these days, everybody seems to play with inverted wingers, you know. Yeah. Jack Clark out on there wants to come in on his right, and as soon as they're making their way inside, your fullback's got to get on the outside then, because it draws the attention of the fullback, and he's not sure, do I stay with Jack Clark, do I now have to go with the fullback, whether it's Dennis Erkin, you know, whoever's playing out there, got to be on there, keep doing it. You might not get it 3-4 times, but on that 5th time, if Jack Clark lends it to you, then you're there for him. You've got to be putting quality into the box as well.
Absolutely. South Shields is trialist, wearing the number 2 shirt this afternoon. Obviously, in this first half, there are one of each. Sunderland's goalkeeper also on trial, former Stoke City man Blondie Nanuko. It's a loose pass from Quagmire, and Al-Shish nearly got in front of the centre-half Briggs. Been a couple of unsure passes. They look a little bit anxious under the Sunderland press, South Shields at times.
Yeah, and the fact as well that they didn't see any of the ball really in that first 5 minutes, goal down, and then 2 within 10 minutes, wasn't it? So been difficult for them. Trying to play their football, trying to play out. Credit Sunderland as well, pressed high, energetic.
It's Savage to play it infield there for Gomez, but Sunderland come away with the ball. Now it's Al-Shish. That's a nice piece of play, but just look for Mundell.
Just leaving in the space in behind, really, wasn't it? See him straight away when he played the pass, looking up to the skies, knowing that he's underhit the pass. Good feet as well in the build-up, went past his man like he wasn't there. But yeah, Remain Mundell needed another 5-10 yards in front of him there to run onto it.
27 minutes played now here on the Tyneside. It's South Shields 0, Sunderland 2 through Patrick Roberts and Trey Humes goals for two players down the right flank this afternoon, although most of the possession is, from a Black Cats point of view, has been down the left with Anderson, Al-Shish and Mundell playing in amongst a little trio quite often. Now here's Roberts. Picked up the loose ball there, as he has done several times, and it's a good recovery there from Heaney to win the ball back from him and keep it in play as well. They've lost out again here. Now it's Mayenda, and it could be 3-on-2 here. Eliza Mayenda for Sunderland. Only makes the save, and it's headed behind by Broadbeck.
Good save that by South Shields.
You know, he's naturally left-footed, and he just shifts it onto his right, doesn't he? And then it's a decent strike. So he picks up the loose ball in there. Let's have a look at it back now. Caught on the ball. Sheesh wins it back. Little dummy there, as if he's going to pull the trigger. Chops onto his right foot. Decent strike. It's another good save from the goal.
Looking sharp, Sunderland like.
His near post. It's not good. We're getting 3-4 replays of it.
Yeah, it was Kwaku lost out about 30 yards from goal. He went all the way, Mayenda, despite the options he had. It was a good choice, but it was a good save as well. Here's Dan Neal. Al-Shish over on the right-hand side now. He's got Rick to his left. Looks to play it out to the left, and it's intercepted by Trialist, who's lost out. And that's happened a few times now. Mundell picks it up. Shields dispossessed quite often in their own half in the past 5 minutes, but he does recover the right back. And that press is really bearing fruit at the moment, Danny.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you know, you're a couple of goals up, as you say, as well, and obviously the lads are full of confidence. But why not go and press the team high up? See there, again, they give the ball back to Sunderland.
Is Roberts. He's got it from Rigg. He'll cut on his left foot. Patrick Roberts, that one off target.
Another couple soon.
Always rising that one from Pat Roberts, although he has one to his name already, and it didn't take him long either. Just a minute and a half on the clock when he put Sunderland in front.
Similar position area of the pitch, wasn't it, from a young Spaniard last week against the French. Yamal, lovely strike, wasn't it, in that far corner.
The scary thing about Lamine Yamal is he's actually younger than Chris Rigg, and I didn't think there was a professional player out there.
Isn't it?
17 today. Yeah.
That wouldn't be a bad birthday present, would it? You know, most 16, 17-year-olds want a PlayStation. He could be lifting the European Cup.
It sounds like the true words of a Welshman there. Here's Mayenda. And he's done really well. And they're in. It's Chris Rigg. It's 3-0. Yeah. And this time South Shields losing in their own box, let alone their own half.
And at the end, manages to steal it. And then Chris Rigg, he's had a couple of efforts already, hasn't he?
That's brilliant from Mayenda.
Wraps his legs around him a little bit. I do think he gets a bit of the ball as well. They give up. South Shields.
Shields just stopped, didn't they? The goalkeeper stopped, and Chris Rigg slots it away, and it's a 3-goal buffer now for Regis Labrisse's side.
Yeah, and it's difficult for South Shields because, you know, Elliot Dickman, if he wants them to play out from the back, and, you know, that's their sort of philosophy really, and how they want to play. But you're coming up, as we say there, against a superior opposition really, with lads playing a few levels ahead. You're a couple of goals down already, perhaps a little bit nervy in terms of receiving the ball. You're giving it to the centre backs there, and bang, all of a sudden you're getting pressed time and time again.
It's a friendly Cinnamon, yeah.
The youngest goal scorer in Sunderland.
I love the home kit. I think it's the best we've had since summer.
South
Shields winning
makes it
3-0.
Up there from Eliza Mayenda.
We are 3-0 the friendly game.
It's quite a long afternoon for South Shields, Dan.
Yeah, it's all about the, you know, we set them up saying it was more of a 4-4-2 really.
Could do, Derek.
Dan Neal as the two sort of natural centre midfielders, but you can see Dan is just see where he is now. He's just sitting a little bit deeper, sort of that pivot off the centre backs, allowing Chris to go and press a bit higher. You see she's dropping in at times as well. So there's good rotation amongst the boys as well. I'm sure it's something they've talked about, worked on the training pitch already.
Yeah, Ahmad was a rock, Cinnamon.
The new head coach,
Steve Hensel, yeah.
as the weeks are developing.
Give a shout out to Molly and Lucy. How you doing, Molly and Lucy? I'm stuck in traffic trying to get through the Tyne Tunnel. You're probably going to get better weather in the Tyne Tunnel than we are outside, but yeah, hello to Molly and Lucy. Hope you're having a good Saturday afternoon.
Dispossessed by Al-Shish. That's certainly not the first time that's happened. He could play Mayenda in here if he can get him behind. Can he get a shot off here, the Spaniard? He's gone down, and it's a penalty.
Penalty.
That was good again, isn't it? Sunderland managed to steal the ball. He's quacked this time. The 37 gets caught on it.
Penalty for Sunderland. We're all over South Shields here, like all over them.
He's all about. See, big and powerful. Gets the other side of Briggs, and then yeah, it's the 33, isn't it? Broadbent comes across, has a little nibble, doesn't get any of the ball. The referee points to the spot, and the big man wants it.
I think he wants it himself. Yeah, Mayenda not on the score sheet yet, but he's looked so lively up there.
So I can show you the penalty.
To open his tally. 32 minutes on the clock here at the First Cloud Arena. Here goes Mayenda. 4.
Yeah, casual one, wasn't it? We've seen a few of those in the peak of the penalties with England boys. He just strides up there, opens it up with the side foot, passes it past the goalkeeper. Just over half an hour on the clock. It's a comfortable afternoon for Sunderland.
He went the right way, Boney, but he couldn't keep it out. Right in the corner there. He won it, he scored it, and he's had a great first half. The 19-year-old Eliza Mayenda.
No, he has. Yeah, I think that's what I said earlier on, didn't I? Last season, there's a couple of moments from him where I thought he could be a handful. Look at the size of him there. You know, big, strong unit. He can run. He's got power in him. But it's probably confidence coming into him playing regular football. And, you know, how do you get that into him? Well, it comes from him himself putting in performances now in pre-season. Saying to Regis Labrie, I want to be your number 9 this season moving forward. Everybody's talked about it. Yes, we need another striker or two possibly. We scored, I think it was 3 goals from centre forwards last season. Nowhere near good enough, obviously, for the side who want to be looking at promotion. So yeah, these boys have got to be pushing and knocking on the door, putting in performances and saying, I want that number 9 jersey.
Absolutely, it's been ruthless in this first half on Tyneside so far by Regis Labrie's side.
It's just
and while we will expect to see
on the SAFC channel, you can pay £10 and you'll be able to see both streams today, I think.
Yeah, some of the under-21s players replacing the under-21s players.
Essentially how it's been in the past 12 to 18
Well, I'll show you the goals at half time.
I think it was the old man out on the pitch.
I'll come up with the goals, I'll show you.
Dan Ballard, possibly. Anyone born in the 90s. I think Ballard's maybe 25, nearly 25.
Can only show you little clips because obviously for copyright and stuff.
Look at it. It's one to collect for Mondi Nanuko, who's not had too many touches.
No, he hasn't. Yeah, I said it before the game, really, isn't it? It's been a quiet one for him. You want to see him tested at times. Well, of course, they're going to see him in training. What he's about is agility. And,
yeah, Brown's not playing today.
What you're looking to bring him into the club for. But yeah, he hasn't had a save to make so far this afternoon, has he?
Yeah, I think the trialist goalkeeper in a game this dominant is not quite the task you're looking for from his perspective. But he's done fine whenever he's been
touches there. Yeah, a couple of touches with his feet.
Given away there by Hume, and it's intercepted by Al-Shish. Shields still come away with the ball, but it's intercepted in the end by Leo Gielda, who can play it out to Romain Mundell, who's had a lively first half, hit the bar in the opening minutes for Sunderland before the goal started raining in. Raining being the operative word. And that one's slightly miscued there from Sunderland, and they'll get a shot away. It was Ward on his off target. Slightly sloppy there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Sunderland played the way out from the back there. Dan Ballard's trying to play it out to Trey Hume as he on that right hand side. Just plays it into the. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was off his chest, wasn't it? And it's it is on the turn. Look for that far corner, gets too much on it.
Yeah, quite a lot of what Shields have been the architects of their own downfall with so far. Sunderland actually managed themselves there. Yeah.
Does anybody know what time the kickoff is for Gateshead against Sunderland? Just because I'm using my phone, I usually so you guys can hear it, and I can't remember what time the kickoff was for Gateshead.
Maybe Luke 09, you know, it's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, a lot of the senior boys left last season, didn't they? And I think, you can see what the club, they want to bring a lot of young talent in. I get that. And I think everybody, again, not just myself saying it on commentary, but the fans could see it that we needed a little bit of experience, especially when the going got tough after Christmas into the last few months of the season. results weren't there, performances weren't quite there as well. And some of these young boys, they'll be looking around thinking, well, where's our senior lads out there? Really, obviously Pritchard moved on, Danny Barth went, and Lyndon Gooch. Some of the other boys, Corey's left as well now. So I think it is vital that we do bring some experience in. And straight away they've obviously seen that themselves now in the recruitment and brought Alan Brown in. I think he'll be a good addition. And I'm sure there'll be one or two more others to follow shortly. Yep.
Cheers, guys.
Throwing for Shields on the left-hand side. I'll get a second one. 8 minutes to play here of this first half.
That's right, SJ.
South Shields 0, Sunderland 4. The goals have come from Patrick Roberts, Trey Hume, Chris Rigg, and a penalty from Elisa Mienda. And it's been very, very dominant from the visitors, as some would expect. Here's Al-Shish. Fancies one himself. Might get a shot away here, or the side ball pass. He's looked for Mundell, I think.
So where are you guys watching the England game tomorrow? I'm just watching it at home.
As well. There's no width for Al-Shish to play it out to this left-hand side.
Ball over the top here, could be a good one. It's a nice touch as well by Blackett, and not too badly worked there from South Shields.
Yeah, it was, just ball. There's a couple of those, haven't they, balls in behind us there. I think, when you're having a lot of possession, that's where you've got to be switched on at the back, and it's just a ball dinked over the top. From their point of view, it's a good little run in behind, isn't it? Say Blackett keeps himself on side. Just trying to lob it over the goalkeeper into that far corner.
It was he who had the early chance for Shields as well, when it was just 1-0 to Sunderland. He could have equalised, but they got away with that, the Black Cats, and haven't looked back since. Ballard. He's lost out there, but it's one back by Roberts, and now Rigg can play it across to Joe Anderson. It's Mundell up against South Shields' trialist. He can cut in on his right hand side, as he's liking to do. Now he's back onto his left. Mundell, he's past him. It's a cross goal, and it's dealt with by Broadbent.
Yeah, good again from Mundell, isn't it? Shifting it both ways and getting it his full-back 1v1. As you say there,
I think people will be having the week off if England win.
He squares him up there, just shifts it past him, goes on the outside, fizzes the ball in. I think it's Al-Shish that's in the middle there, yeah. Goes past him there, catches the centre back behind for the corner.
And it will be
Doubt you'd be able to relax,
Al-Shish, who's had a great
Rosie.
first half. In it goes. Only half dealt with. Here's Mayenda, he's kept it in. And he play it back to Ballard, who had a chance earlier from a set play. Now it's Chris Rigg. And he looks for Joe Anderson, who tried one with his weak foot there, just on the volley.
Derek's going to the pub.
In the end, easily enough.
D Hall's going down my brothers to watch England.
Beautiful there from Dan Neal, all in one movement.
Not bad, was it? Yeah, brought it down, little Cruyff turn. Don't panic, Dan.
Such an elegant midfielder. Here's Mundell, meanwhile. He's got two up against him now. They've been doubling up on him. Here's Anderson. Looks to find out Al-Shish.
That will be, Derek.
How to play. It's actually dealt with and kept in play in the end. Just a bit too much on the pass, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, just the weight on the pass, wasn't it? Too much on it for Al-Shish.
It's a throw into Sunderland on the left. Al-Shish
Come on, England, says Norman.
He'll be fancying a goal, Al-Shish. I think he's had.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he's been busy. He's been around that 18-yard box time again, hasn't he? Looking for the opening.
Free kick one there by Neil, who's really kept things ticking in the middle of the park, as we come to expect.
So you said you get a nanas.
Cheers, have you got my tablet up there?
Yeah. Can I watch TV?
Roberts.
Nice
run.
Don't have it too loud though.
He's tried a McGeady spin there. Is he going to win a foul? No.
He learned that off Jameson Bennett last season, wasn't it? The triple pirouette in Southampton in the build-up to Chris Rigg's goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going back to Dan Neal there. It's something we talk about a lot, don't we? Where he's one of them. He plays in that deeper role. I don't mind him in there. I think he's comfortable. Yes, there was a few times, a couple of seasons back, where he was getting caught on the ball, facing his own goal, and but he's learned from that a lot. He's comfortable taking the ball. We see it there, breaking that down.
I bet you there is, Derek.
Cruyff turn, and he's away from his man. But I think if we do get someone who's more of a natural sitter into the team.
Well, so far this first half, it's just been all Sunderland. I don't think South Shields have hardly got out there first. Their own half, to be honest with you. Very professional performance from the lads.
So it'll be interesting to see how that one develops.
Anderson plays it in behind for Mundell, who's going to play it across goal for Mayenda. It's off the post now. Sheesh, 5. And there's his goal.
Yeah.
And he looks very pleased about it as well.
Mayenda on the stretch looking for his second, comes back off the post. You just see it there, don't you? I think it's the 37 quack.
I'm going to show you the replay of this goal in a minute.
Sheesh is actually behind him when he comes back off the post, but he's on the move, isn't he? He's trying to go and sniff himself out of goal there. He gets on the end of Mundell again, left foot. Don't mind that first time you see play into that corridor. And he comes back there and he's there following it. Sheesh.
He's direct, Mundell, isn't he? And he was a real architect of that goal. Anderson involved as well.
Back off the post, back on his heels.
Yep.
Made up about 5 yards on it, didn't he, Sheesh?
This is when I know when you do proper steps.
For half time, South Shields.
They'll be praying for it now, won't they? And we said a couple of minutes ago, Al-Shish will be fancying a goal. He's been involved in plenty of what Sunderland have been creating going forward, and now he's on the score sheet. And it's 5 different goal scorers as well, Danny.
Yes.
Well, Brown's not playing, Colin.
So far, first game of pre-season, you want to stay injury-free, you want to get good minutes under your belt and look for a bit of sharpness. I think you can see that from the boys, you know, as when you're back in, you do the dreaded bleep test, the long yards really early on in the week, then the balls are out short, sharp stuff. But the boys, yeah, they're young, a lot of young boys out there, they're up short, sharp, they're enjoying it.
We won 10. Mizu says, thing is, this is how we should be playing, Cab. We've got some excellent talent in our squad, even for a friendly. We have. Derek, you want 10, eh? Only 4-5 more to go.
It's the last line of defence. Anderson nearly getting caught there. Ward's really on his back. Got away with that, Joe Anderson, a little bit. Oh, that's a lovely flick from Mayenda through to Mundell. He's up against Trialist again. Is he going to leave him in his wake? He has. Remain Mundell. Sunderland make it 6. He's still going Mundell. And I think that's going to be a free kick.
Yeah, no, I think he lost. He's looking at the referee there. He wants the penalty, but no, I think he lost his foot. It's good.
Cheers for everybody who's tuning in today. And that was a last-minute decision to stream. I didn't think I'd be able to get it. We've got 63 people in watching so far, so I know it's only a friendly, but cheers for tuning in. Shields will be glad when we make subs, so they can get a chance to be competitive.
A rough ride,
says SG.
Yeah.
They are Derek playing really well.
Changes, you know, just looking at the lads on the bench as well. As you said, a lot of young boys there from the 21s who had a good season. Tommy Watson out there. A few people we look forward to seeing Tommy this pre-season. Does he change it at half time? Does he give him a little bit more? We'll have to wait and see.
Yep. It's what we've come to expect in pre-season wholesale changes, whether they're at half time or midway through the second half. They often tend to be as well, but we shall wait and see what Regis Labrise is planning. Here is Nanuko, the goalkeeper, on trial at the Academy of Light at the moment. It's a rough touch there from Trey Hume.
We've all done it, Trey, don't worry about that. Hole in the boot.
I think I'll do it every time. If you're going to do it in a pre-season game when you're 5 up.
You put one in the top goal.
Exactly. We won't mention the deflection on it. Mayenda still running, still grafting to put Boney under pressure, and the South Shields defence. Kjelda lets that one run nicely. Don't think we'll see too much in the way of stoppage time here.
There you go.
And there we go. That's our cue. That is half time at the First Cloud Arena. Sunderland's pre-season is off to a flyer for the travelling supporters and those of you tuning in this afternoon. It's rainy conditions, but it's all bright in red and white so far. It is South Shields 0, Sunderland 5 at the First Cloud Arena.
Is your room tidy because we're leaving soon? Hayden, is your room tidy?
Yes, I do.
That's not what I asked. No one's taken a Hoover up, so it's not Hoover, whether it's your side or somebody else's. So I suggest you go and do it, or there's no football tomorrow night. Because if we go and your room isn't tidy, you're not watching football tomorrow. So go and finish it off, please, there's a Hoover.
When it comes back, when you do this side, you need to do lots of stuff on the floor. When it comes down,
No, just take it upstairs and tell him what you said. I don't. Hayden.
I'll wait for him to do his side, then we can clean up the bit which is easier.
Cheers for the team news there, man. He says we need to play like this in our main games. We do indeed. Gordon's give the team news. Derek, wonder if Bennett will play tonight. Imagine if we score 10, says SJ. Is it normal to leave early at a friendly? Gordon's, I think, just give the South Shields team there. Probably says Norman. Kevin Green, it's coming home from Worthing away, the lads. Hit the like button. Cheers, Steve. How long's left? It's half time at the minute, so we've got another 45 minutes. Are you showing the goals coming up? Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to come up. But I will be doing a video of the highlights of the goals at full time, so keep an eye on my channel. The Pakak Andrew, hi my friends, how's it going? Long time no speak. Seems like an age, doesn't it? Right, I'm just muting the phone for a second because the music playing in the background, YouTube will say copyright. So the sound hasn't gone off, I've just muted the commentary for a second there.
No, come on, excuses and stuff, mate.
Yeah, goals, Roberts, was Hume, Rigg, Mayenda and Oshish.
No, I want to see the mess now. Stand up for shouting out.
Is that third?
I'm just having a nice jack potato with cheese and an oxhole cube sprinkled on the top. Delicious. Ollie, you see my tablet?
You
see my tablet?
So, wait, what's that like black stuff?
Oxhole cubes.
Can I try a bit?
Is your room tidy, Ollie?
I'll take a cheese.
Ollie?
Yeah?
Is your room tidy?
My side's done.
Right. Well, that's both your sides done, so take the hoover up and go and finish it off. Hayden. His side's done, go.
Ollie, you want me to hoover or you?
No, you both go. You can share the jobs. Go.
You hoover, Casey. You hoover first. I'll hoover my side.
Right. Go.
Just hoover me side.
I don't care. Go upstairs.
When he comes
Right,
down,
well-
I'll get up.
He'll do the football and you won't. Simple as that.
It will be tidy.
Go upstairs.
Don't make your mum shout because we're on live, by the way. We can hear everything.
I'll do it when he comes, when he says it's my
I
turn.
don't care. I want you to go upstairs.
Why? And then someone's gonna, and why are you gonna change the TV over to the news again?
You better go and check everything's tidy. Bed's made and everything. Go.
But it's me.
Right? Well, I'm gonna go and check it.
Yeah. We're gonna do it, right?
Well. No, I'm going up. I'm just going to see if someone's coming.
But when I come back down, we're going to play that 10:45, yeah? What? When should I do that? 10:45.
John Nesbitt, good afternoon, Cabby. How are you doing, John? Hope you're well this Saturday afternoon. Gary Carter, getting do the vaccine done, lad. Someone's heard you on the... Someone on the channel has even said, get the vacuuming done on your bedroom. It'll be a different side coming out completely.
What? No, I'm not actually.
Where's my blanket? Where's my blanket?
What did you say? Oh. Stupid. Come on. You didn't, right? You talk about me, not listening. Yeah. No. know. Like now or to go? Well, I've got my 3/4 jeans on. And I've got my top.
Obviously.
I'm on 3 days.
What was it?
What's my number there?
No, 10:45.
I'm more than that there. And I've just got my top chest t-shirt and leggings and your black top with the embroidered details. You're dirty. Yeah. A vest top. Oh no, I want to be bitches. It's a nice one, isn't it?
Okay, can I watch your phone? This one.
Where's yours?
Oh, the multiple.
Mama's got it. Ollie,
Can't look good.
What are you doing with the watch? Tell her what? Wait, what are you doing with the watch? Ollie, what are you doing with the watch? Nothing. It's mine. I know.
It's mine.
This? Probably you don't use it anymore.
You can't.
Wait, Dad, I don't have mine. Dad took it off us.
She'll give you back, ask you nicely.
He's gonna have my phone back.
No, you can't have your phone back.
He should have asked nicely, I will.
Well, he shouldn't have said that.
Can I watch it?
Huh?
John, the floor of the team's looking amazing. We've completely bossed it from start to finish. Just really, really good. I think Sunderland's first game's, correct me if I'm wrong, is it not Preston away in the cup? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. Excuse me. You believe it. No?
You know what, you're coming off the pitch there, you feel, you know, the confidence growing in the squad, and you do take that into the start of the season really, and try and build from it. And boys,
Yeah, they've still got the old music playing. Cardiff City, first game of the season, D-Hall. Like I said, I'll have to look at the fixture list again.
So, you know, Hemi is, for me, he's got to be watching that now. Didn't see enough of him last season. I'm not talking about getting off the bench, but I mean, when he was on the pitch, didn't see enough energy. You know, if you're frustrated and you're not getting game time, well, don't show it when you get out on the pitch. Put yourself about when you're getting opportunities. Can you take them? Make more of a nuisance of yourself. Look at the size of him. He's a big unit. We've seen him pre-season, actually, didn't we? In the States, he got himself a couple of goals, and I think everyone's thinking, right, we found a player, but it just didn't happen for him. So now he starts fresh. He's got to go again. You've seen the first 45 from Mayenda. Now he's got to be looking at it and thinking, right, what's he done well? He's running in behind. He's big, strong. He's putting himself about. He's got a couple of shots off. He wants to take the penalties.
Just a ball that looked to run through on this left-hand side. Adil Al-Shish making a run. Goal to his name as well. He got the last of the 5 in the first half. It looks to be a different set of personnel for South Shields, which we will confirm to you as soon as possible.
Yeah, well, for a lot of those boys in that first half, that first 45 would have felt like 90, wouldn't it? Some of them South Shields players. Tough 45 minutes, a learning experience for them as well.
What do you think Elliot Dickman told them at half-time? Obviously, it looks to be a different set of players.
Yeah. Well, he'll say that's the levels where you get to in football, boys. There's levels in where we are at this moment in time. You've got to step up to the Premier League. So they'll have come here this afternoon, and as I said, they had a pretty decent season last year, just come up short. But Sunderland will be 4 or 5 leagues ahead of them, and it certainly showed in that first half.
Ben Crompton looks to be on the pitch in the back line for Sunderland as well.
Yes, just have a look who he's replaced over on that. Is he on that far side? Or is it Dan Ballard?
I think he's replaced Dan Ballard, yes. Yeah. So two changes by Regis Lebris at half-time. Lewis Hemir and Ben Crompton onto the pitch. Crompton made his first team debut against Crewe Alexandra in the first.
Thanks a lot, Rosie. Cheers for that, Pet.
Last August, and he's developed well.
He had an injury as well, didn't he, Crompton?
So Regis Lebris' first game, and we're 5-0 up.
So yeah, he's recovered from that.
Former Shrewsbury Town defender. He joined at 18 and signed a 3-year deal. He's now.
I'm not too sure STF it's Shields' best side or not.
Make a real breakthrough this year. Hemir up top there, yeah.
As well, isn't it? South Shields, I'm sure if they've changed the whole side, as you said there, but
could be a full 11, yeah. Kjelder gets up and wins the header. Rigg moves away with the ball. He's got Mundle up in front of him. He's going to reach this from Mundle. Hemir's arriving in the area. I think he's going to check back. Rigg plays it nicely over the top for Anderson. He's got plenty of green grass to run into. In it comes. Al-Shish is at the back post, and it was well dealt with in the end.
It's a lovely ball, isn't it? The first place from Chris Rigg. Lovely weight on it. Little dink ball down the channel. And it's a good ball, actually, from Joe Anderson. He just gets his head up. He had one in the first half where he fizzed it in near post. I thought he should have stood that one up, and he does on this occasion. And is it O'Sheesh just coming in round the back? I think defender does well in the end.
Yeah, it was a Shield skipper. I think a goal kick's been given as well. O'Sheesh adjudged to have had the last touch on that one. 5 goals, 5 different goal scorers, and Sunderland firmly in the driving seat. Lewis Hemir will certainly want one to his name, won't he, Danny?
Yeah, will do, yeah, and that's this occasion, about, as we mentioned there. Is it O'Sheesh just coming in round the back and chance the defender does well in Southampton. Actually, yes, we've won it 5-0.
Yeah, it was a Shield skipper. I think a goal kick's been given as well.
If he puts that away, maybe judged to have had the last touch on that one. After the game, we won it, and he was looking down. He looked a bit, lost and thinking, I've had a big chance there. And he had a few, didn't he, off the bench?
That one's been intercepted, but Shields do get away with that in the end. Chris Rigg just intercepted the pass from the goalkeeper. Could have been another goal, much the same as in the first half, where Sunderland have nicked the ball.
Yeah, well, I think he'll get opportunities. You see South Shields, they're still trying to play out. Yes, a different 11, as we said, come out there, but they still want to try and play out.
Yeah, I think OBS is just for us, but as long as you can hear the commentary, I'll just leave it on. I usually do these streams from my desktop computer because it's a lot more powerful, it's a lot more reliable.
Intercepted his header, and now.
But this was a last-minute thing.
Commit some numbers forward. They're out on this right-hand side.
Yeah, well, he'll get opportunities. You see South Shields, they're still trying to
attacking player there for Shields, and trialist goalkeeper Nanuko can pick this one up.
Just for us, but as long as you can hear the commentary,
yeah, someone we missed in the first half.
Desktop computer, so it's a lot more powerful, it's a lot more reliable. But this was a last-minute thing.
Yeah, Patrick, is he 27, is he?
You're welcome, Alan, mate. You're welcome.
Yeah, so Ballard, who is now.
If Hemir doesn't score against these, then we need to give up.
24, 25, but yes,
the game's on
27 years old was certainly the old man of the team.
SFC TV. I think you need to pay £10 to get this game and the Gateshead game. You get £10 when you get the 2 games today. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, the setup does look promising.
Shields' throw-in's been dealt with there by Sunderland. And,
I reckon, says John, we
start
have
again
the
from
best
the
set
back
of
line with
YouTubers in
Kelder.
the
Now
country
it's
by a
Trey
country
Hume.
man, including Matt and Cabby. Thanks, John. Thanks for your kind words, mate.
Rigg is going to win the foul. Yes, if you just tuned in and your favourite player isn't playing at the moment, don't be alarmed. There is, of course, the game at Gateshead, which we'll be covering live from the Gateshead International Stadium from 5 o'clock. And plenty of players not involved here will be in Regis Lebris's side for the second game of today's doubleheader to kick off Sunderland's pre-season campaign. And kick off it certainly has done. South Shields have kicked off 5 times in all, with Sunderland making just the 2 changes at half-time.
I think that'd be 6 times they kicked off, would it not?
Yes, poor maths on my part, yeah. 5 times from goals, once to start a half off, yeah. And they've won it back again in that Shields half, and it's 5-on-3 at the moment if they can play it right, and they haven't done. She's just tried to nick it inside.
Yeah, a little bit greedy, I think, with good numbers forward there, moves the ball a bit quicker.
It's Mundell, and he's dealt with in the end by the
Right,
bustling
cheers, John.
centre half.
He's a big old unit, isn't he?
He's a big unit, yeah.
Gordon says, Cabby, I think it's £10
Yeah, Sunderland just seeming to win it back. Shields
for
can
the
never
friendlies.
quite keep
All
it
right,
for very
okay.
long, can they, and sustain possession. But that's a nice little flick, and they'll look to move into the Sunderland half here. And it was short-lived because Helder intercepted it, and now here's Chris Rigg. It'll be spread out to the right-hand side.
Yeah, I
with
was
Patrick
surprised
Roberts.
Hall
First
as well.
action for him of this second half. He certainly started the first half brightly with a goal and an assist to his name. Old man of the team at 27 is Alshish. Anderson. It's a good ball in, good delivery, and it's just over the top. Chris Rigg was on the end of it.
Yeah, lovely ball in from Anderson, good whip on it, touch out with his feet, we work it well. See, that's what we've done really well in the first half, working it flank to flank and then touch out with his feet, head up, just put it in there. And then Chris Rigg over the top of me, and
is that what it is, Rosie? Yeah.
His second goal of the afternoon.
And as we've seen from Chris Rigg, he's deceptive in the air, deceptively good. As we saw by his goal against Southampton, his record-breaking goal. And,
I'm surprised we've only made 2
scoreline
changes, though. We wanted to get the vast majority of the players fit. This is SJ. Well, don't forget, I think, because we've got Gateshead straight after this, I think whoever's playing today,
play stop there.
I don't think they'll be playing
Here's Romain Mundell.
against Gateshead. I think that's how it works.
Always a relief to see them back on their feet quickly.
Can't imagine them playing
medical staff.
2 games in the space of a day. But you never know, I guess.
It's going to be a drop ball from South Shields goalkeeper. But there's plenty of service into the box, isn't there? The wide players are getting plenty of service, particularly down this left-hand side.
Yeah, it's been good because that was the criticism last year. I think we weren't putting enough ball into the box, and it was that debate, wasn't it? Are the strikers doing enough? Are they getting enough service? Well, as you see today, straight away we've had balls coming in from both sides, really, especially down that left-hand side.
Thank you for everybody tuning in. 71 people now watching.
Working himself a yard of space there.
And I've got 31 who hit the like button, which is
But yeah, Lewis Hemir will certainly
massive.
be liking
Thank you.
the deliveries into the box.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's something he said.
Yeah, saving some legs for Gateshead, I guess. I would say, oh yeah.
On the pitch, can't he? But naturally, as a forward, you want to see some ball coming into the box as well.
Here's Roberts. Did look for the run of Mundell, who come across from that left wing. And they'll win it back again here. Great play by Rigg.
Yeah, he's done that well, hasn't he, Chris Rigg? Getting around people, busy, bustling and taking the ball off the South Shields players time and time again.
Here's Hume. Roberts, the first 2 goal scorers, rather, of the day combining. We will expect to see some more changes from Regis Lebris.
Loads of rumours happen if players don't get games, they must be getting sold guaranteed.
Complete 11. Here's Lewis Hemir with a run into the channel. And it's been well dealt with by Shields' left back.
Yeah, a few people say that, don't they?
Good challenge, timed it well, didn't he?
Thank you, Rosie. Thanks very much, Pet.
Running channels, trying to get beyond centre-backs.
Crompton intercepts that long ball and finds Anderson. Now it's Mundell, who was momentarily down, but he's fine now. And
I think you're right, Stephen Clark. I think you're right. That's how it works.
Corner's been taken. Here's Mundell for Sunderland. And it comes from the left-hand side. It will run all the way out to Trey Hume there. And he's... Oh, no, it's...
I think we'll be waiting to impress the new boss, says Stephen, yeah. John Nesbitt, be interesting to know who our captain will be next season. And Norman says, yeah, I know. John.
Corridor to pass it through, tries a little dink over the top, too much on it.
And it's Seymour, the goalkeeper for Shields. So the South Shields team: Seymour, Odell, Sloan, Shepherd, Taylor, me, Doherty, Jenkins a skipper, McGowan, Hodgson, and Crossley. So they have got a completely new 11 in the second half than to the first. And I think the first half players will be quite relieved.
Well, they will, yeah, and this 11 have fared better, haven't they? 10 minutes into the second half, the first 11 were, 2-0 down at this point, weren't they?
Yeah. Throw into Sunderland deep in our own half with Trey Hume on the right-hand side. It's a bit loose there, and it was picked up by Taylor, and now it's me for South Shields. And it's Sloan. He's the big man at the back, all 6'6" of him. But his pass there is intercepted by Romain Mundell, and he can spread the play out to the right-hand side to Roberts. He's got Rigg to his left. He fancied his chances against Shepherd, who did well to dispossess him. Sunderland always a yard in front, but
as soon as they get to the halfway line, they can't retain possession, can they?
Hello, Kevin Taylor. Yeah, I just decided to do it, mate. I was just waiting to see if I could actually get any audio.
It's Hume.
But good to hear from you, Kevin. Hope you're doing well. Ballard for me, or the new lad Brown. Brownie for captain, says people. Paggard says Brown looks like the captain.
And, it'll be swept up in the end.
He's certainly got the most experience, hasn't he?
Giving him the thumbs up just through the eyes, didn't he? As if he was going to play down the channel, reversed it, looking for Patrick Roberts' feet.
Chris Rigg there with a no-nonsense challenge on this near side up against Taylor. 13 minutes now into the second half. There's been no change in the score from the interval. There's been no change in the weather either. Good effort there by...
Change in the weather. It's been the worst summer I've known in history.
Taylor does come away with it.
Absolutely awful. Don't know what the weather's been like where you lot live, but
right back.
It's just been like autumn since May.
Here's Sloan. Bit of a sustained spell of possession, but it doesn't last too long in the end. Sunderland do pick up the pieces. Dan Neil really comfortable, even in his own half with his back to goal and just looking around for an option. He always knows there's going to be one.
Looks like he's playing the game in second gear, doesn't he? Really,
yeah.
You know, comfortable on it, receiving it, just popping it past the South Shields players when they press him.
Nanuko, there's a short pass there. He was under pressure from Gomez, but Anderson puts the challenge in on Hodgson.
Yeah, almost at the
sick of this rain. Where's the lovely sunshine next year? Kevin says, lashing down in Crook. Rosie, the weather in Hartlepool has been rubbish. Awful, isn't it? Brass in the north east. Somerset had March weather since March, Gordon. It's been awful, hasn't it?
Switch it across there to Romain Mundell. He's found him. Emir's on the edge of the 6-yard box. Mundell loses out. There was the right back over, joined by a teammate of his, and they eventually doubled up.
I hope Roberts kicks on this season and actually scores goals. He has skill, just needed to finish off with goals. I think his head was a bit down last season,
Plenty
Stephen.
to cheer about, even when they're not under cover, from the Black Cats fans who have made the short trip to South Shields. There'll be a fair few of them, I'd imagine, whipping over to Gateshead for the second game that kicks off at 5 o'clock.
Well, won't they?
Yeah,
plenty of time to get across.
Yeah.
Gateshead.
The tempo is noticeably lower, Danny, as we hit the hour mark here.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? We haven't been as tidy on the ball as well.
I'm going out wearing a coat.
It's
crazy, isn't it?
Better, hasn't he, than the trialist, isn't it, in the first half? Not as much joy so far. Romain Mundell second half.
How'd you get out?
It's been a one-touch there. Here's Adil Al-Shish for Sunderland, who scored the last goal of the first half. You fancied that one onto Roberts, didn't you, Danny?
Yeah, just play
Oh, that's right, Rosie.
As you say there, you keep the tempo.
I've seen many downpours in Germany, especially coming off the stadiums and the Euros.
Wasn't it? You're still 3-4-5-0 up, and you're still at it, still pressing hard. Yeah, the tempo has dropped, hasn't it, in this second half? Comfortable for Sunderland. Naturally, sometimes that can happen as a footballer.
It's certainly not global warming here, John.
There's a change there now, is it, on that far side?
Yeah,
You've got a party somewhere.
And he's got a goal to his name, Caden Kelly, I think. Yeah, coming on, yeah. So it will be Caden Kelly in the 17 shirt for Sunderland. He had a good season with the 21s last year, a fantastic goal in the playoff campaign against West Ham that helped Sunderland through to the final of that against Tottenham, which was about 7 weeks ago now. It seems to have gone pretty quickly.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. No, yes, yeah, he's a good player. I think he's a 10, really, an 8 or a 10, isn't he, in that sort of area of the pitch. Get him on the ball. Good technical player. Again, it's one of those things in and around the
he needs to start making a good few changes now to keep the fitness and tempo up this year. Kevin, I think we'll do very well this season. Maybe playoffs, I hope so.
Here for South Shields, out to the right-hand side.
Stephen Clark and Mackham in Scotland. How are the lads? Don't think many England flags up there for tomorrow.
By Dan Neil, who was across.
Rosie says they must have thought that was Old Trafford. CO2 taxes, City Hall.
What a long way he's come since.
Gordon says, John Nesbitt, it's a West Ham.
So yeah, that's the third change of the afternoon as Shields will look to take advantage of a corner and try and get themselves on the score sheet.
With 62 minutes gone, it's South Shields 0, Sunderland 5.
Look to break and
all goals coming in the first half.
It's a nice move too. Al-Shish just looked to let it run across him. He's lost out. But yeah, third Sunderland change of the day. On the hour mark, Chris Rigg, who's got a goal to his name. He scored the third of the afternoon. He's replaced by Caden Kelly.
Yeah, not just his goal, as well, his work rate, wasn't it, from Chris? I thought good challenges in. And he'll have enjoyed it. That's his favourite position, I think, as I said there, with Kelly playing as a 10. You know, if you 4-3-3, playing as one of the 8s. I think he's enjoyed it his afternoon in there, Chris.
Here's Hjelde. Compton.
Who's going to?
Now Sheesh wants it in that deep right flank, and he's picked it up now. Roberts finds Hume, and he'll make a run for the return, but it's back to Al-Shish. Just looking to keep the ball, play things at their own pace now. Sunderland, they can certainly afford to do so, but that's a poor pass from Roberts, and he's going to chase this one back. Shields are now in possession of the Sunderland half, but they have now played it back to Sloan. Do you know what he was looking for there, Pat Roberts? Or
I can only say he didn't spot the claret and blue shirt. You only guess it was a lovely pass, wasn't it? You know, 30-yard ball straight into his. Ooh,
it's a save there for Nanuko.
Yeah, strange one. I can only guess he didn't spot him.
Shot on target there for South Shields, and they've been hard to come by for the home side this afternoon. And Nanuko forced down low to his left there. Pretty routine save, but a decent move from Shields nonetheless. Safer pass there from Roberts this time to Hume.
Yeah, I'm sure they would know at half time how long they're going to get these boys. You know, the coaching staff would have said, give us another 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes. You're coming off from, 70 minutes, 80 minutes, whatever it is.
Yeah, so you can see plenty of them in red Hummel tracksuits warming up on the sideline. Here's Lewis Hamir. Did he get a touch on that, or was it the defender? It seems
the Scotch Whisky Sport in Spain, they have their Caracas and Spanish flags out. They do it every time. That's just Scotch as a drink, mate.
Possibly, yeah.
Half chance, wasn't it? Ball into the box.
Look, we're not expecting to beat Spain. I don't expect us to beat Spain. I just think we've done well to get where we are.
They'll be desperate for a goal, Lewis Hamir, obviously without a championship goal last season. They'll be looking to really kick on this year and prove to the coaching staff that he's really got what it takes at championship level. He signed a long contract last year. Does have time on his side, and that's a poor pass there from Hjelde.
That was Dan Neil, actually.
Dan Neil, yeah.
I was going to say,
apologies.
Thinks it over, a loose one, a rare one.
Apologies on my part to Leo there. Here's Heavy. Have got it back. Now it's Crompton. And now it's Hjelde. He's got Anderson to his left, who had a really lively first half, particularly going forward.
I'm just doing the machine.
Mundell. Now it's all the way back to Crompton.
It'll feel strange for Adil working with his former boss again. Stephen says, have faith, man. The lad will do well.
Just
And
organised,
Pickford
isn't it?
will see
Always
the
an option.
pain.
Yeah, he's just popping it around, looking at the little triangles, aren't they? Looking for the opening. South Shields themselves would be happy to, for Sunderland to have the ball in these areas, everything in front of them.
Here's Dan Neal. He's played quite deep this afternoon, hasn't he, Dan Neal?
He certainly is one of our own.
He has,
Thumbs up for Cabby, guys. He does a great stream. Thanks, Kevin.
As much he's orchestrated things, hasn't he? Getting the ball off the centre backs. That one.
I guess with England, we're just used to failure. I mean, yes, we get to the final, but there's no points for second place. People won't have losing the final again. They want to see us win the trophy.
Kelly. First few touches for him. In it goes from Anderson. He'll look for our sheet.
So over the years, England have just been a huge successful failure. When it matters, we'll see.
Just looks to play it on there.
I'll tell you what, we haven't seen this afternoon a Trey Hume thundering challenge so far, have we?
No, we haven't. We saw that from Chris Rigg, but
maybe easing himself into the season, but sure, conditions favour one.
Yeah, sometimes they can be a little bit over slippery, the conditions. And
SJ says if England pull off a miracle, Southgate needs a statue outside Wembley, and we need one to beat them. I do think so, SJ.
The engine room again plays it back to Crompton. Midpoint now.
I wouldn't be surprised if Spain beat us something like 4-0 or something. I mean, I say hope I'm right. It's a miracle we're in the final because we've played really awful apart from the Netherlands match.
On the field that started the match, but I think now in the next few minutes, Regis Lebris will ring the changes slightly.
Yeah, as you can see, top of your picture there.
Thumbs up from Hall. John says tomorrow's match is a total one-off. Ask Wimbledon how they won the FA Cup all of them years ago. As it happens, and tomorrow will be the same. Spain, not all that. No, I know what you're saying.
Left-hand side, and he'll look to play it direct through to.
And on paper, we have the best squad in that tournament.
Hodgson, rather, but it's
absolutely by a mile. They need to connect, and they seem to connect against Netherlands. Family's great, Rosie. Hope you're doing well, bet.
A couple of players up ahead of him.
Not all that, apart from their world-class midfield.
Brilliant play from him. Can he keep the ball? Can he go all the way? Just about not.
Yeah, he's unlucky, isn't he?
Let's just look at Spain's 16-year-old. I mean, heavens forbid.
Sure it was, just got a toe in the end.
That's where you can see Romain Mundell's raw ability, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously.
It's going to be a very, very tough game for it. Tough game for England. I'll tell you that now.
First half there.
Crompton can deal with this up against two players. He's dealt with it pretty well.
So, mate, got party.
It's Dan Neal, nice turn. Now it's Anderson. Mundell. What can he do this time? He's
drawn
the foul in for O'Donnell. Shields right back.
You see him there. Goes past one and then just driving. Next man can't make a challenge. Just managed to get a toe on the end of it there. Stop him. Made his way into the 18-yard box. Played it quickly, Kelly to Mundell.
I think so too, SJ. I'll sort that close out.
Some service into the box here, Al-Shish. Nice pass out to Anderson. Now in it goes. It's gone deep.
I'm just Mr. Negative when it comes to the Euros for England, and everybody's saying it's coming home and that. It's just
intercepted by Taylor, but Roberts gets it back.
There could be. The more you build your hopes up for a win, the more you're going to be disappointed. And I'm just thinking the fact we've got no chance against Spain. I mean, of course I'll be disappointed, but I'll not be as disappointed with people saying that they're sure that they are going to win and it's our year, because it's not.
Just getting these loose
until
passes
you've won it.
And recycling possession is Caden Kelly.
Thank you. If the game went extra time, you might will be able to play. John Nesbitt, the best player in the Spanish league is, yes, you've guessed it, it's Joe Brother. I know.
Roberts out to Hume again. Nice piece of play. Can Mundell get this one? Not quite.
I think the whole world want England to lose, apart from the German refs.
Tries to fist the ball in there over the top of Romain Mundell.
But the thing is, it doesn't matter what tournament it is, how many years down the line. To win the tournament, at some point, you simply have to beat the best. And you can't avoid that. Until England beat the best, or one of the best teams in the tournament, and England will never ever win a trophy in our lifetime.
several
at some
subs,
point,
or your 8 subs from teams.
you can't avoid it. At some point in the competition, they have to come up against the best team.
As we do for away games when we're back here at the stadium, like on screens, and you can't quite see what's
And we'll have to get over that final hurdle of beating the best team to win a tournament.
Pop up on the pitch, you think, well, look what's happened here.
It tends to be opposition commentators will say to us as well, we can't tell with the numbers on the stripes. Obviously, we recognise the players from our point as well. You know their pain though when we're playing the likes of
Maguire's a massive miss, Kevin.
Sheffield Wednesday. And as you mentioned there with the subs looking to be imminent, it looks as if they certainly are, because all tracksuits off, it seems. There could be
Although Michael Atkinson, the young Spanish winger Williams, was outstanding against France, unbelievably quick.
Introduced to the fray with 19 minutes to go. Here they come. Right, strap in.
It's how quick Spain passed the ball, and it's like the ball's moving on its own when Spain have possession. It's like the players don't move, the ball's doing all the work. It's great to watch the way they throw that ball about effortlessly.
Come onto the pitch. Ollie Bainbridge is on. Harrison Jones.
It's going to be very difficult. If we attack, they'll open us up. If we defend, they'll have all the possession, and we'll only be back at 10 before they score.
We've got Tom Lavery, Luke Bell.
And that's exactly just like the Italy game when we took the lead too early, 3 minutes for sure.
Cuba just wanted to come on.
We sat back for 87 minutes, and you can't defend in a final for 87 minutes without
we've got a more or less under 21 side. Yeah, Lewis Hemir is obviously on the pitch. I mean, he is under 21, so it still applies. And as you say, Danny, the trialist goalkeeper Blondie Nanuko is the only player playing the full 90 for Sunderland here at Shields. That could be an excellent ball out towards the young lad Walsh, who would be keen to impress, just signed from Northern Ireland, and he actually name-dropped Trey Hume the other week as an inspiration of his as well. Obviously, Hume himself came over from Linfield, didn't he, and sort of patiently worked his way into the side, and now you wonder where Sunderland would be without him.
First team regular now, isn't he, Trey? Yeah. I'm not going to say ever present. Did he get a suspension last season? I'm sure whether he did. He got sent off early on, didn't he? He was at Ipswich. He got sent off, didn't he? First game of the season, I think it was. With his second yellow on the far side, yeah. But
I was watching these games as I was watching these games as 2 a.m. kickoffs in Sydney. You know, but yeah, Trey Hume, I do believe so. Yeah. He might have got a red card early in his Sunderland career, but he's really matured into a fantastic fullback, and now there could be a chase on for Watson, and this is his meat and drink. This, he's got players to his right. Watson, he'll get all the way to the byline, and Walsh, this just been miscued, I think. Yeah,
get a block on it, the 19, I think.
It looks as if he did, yeah, because it sort of came backwards from Reece Walsh's effort.
Taylor, the left back, see it back now. Yeah, Tommy, what he's all about there. Just get to the byline. Let's have a look. Ball stood up, and yeah, good block, isn't it?
Got himself past Shepherd in a flash, managed to get the ball in. Real good end product from Tommy Watson, as he showed towards the end of last season for the 21s, and got his first team appearance as well. There's going to be a free kick. Harrison Jones brought down. Referee's going to have a word here with McGowan.
Hasn't just about got a pair of shin pads on there, hasn't he?
Yeah, they get smaller and smaller each year, don't they? Call it the Jack Clark culture at Sunderland. Very, very small ones he wears. Caden Kelly's going to take this one, about 30 yards from goal, right of centre. Lewis Hemir, of course, is in the box. Ben Crompton's come up. There's not going to be too many committed forward, understandably, with Sunderland 5 to the good, as they were at half-time. And it goes from Kelly, and it's not his best. Seymour collects.
Yeah, Rosie, we'll just have to wait and see tomorrow onwards and upwards.
Trying to do the keeper there, I'm not sure, but
I think it'll be Spain 2, England 0, but I'm hoping for the best. One-off game, you never know. An early sending off for Spain would help. I've thought that as well, you know, that's what I thought. We need to be smart on the ball, not giving it away, stupid positions, and be more direct. If we try to pass it around the match, Spain's game, we will get tortured. I just hate it when everybody posts, you know,
Bainbridge on the left-hand side, and
if we lose,
almost exclusively got a 21.
Oh, we're proud of the lads. We're proud of the lads. It's like, oh my god, I'm sick of
to play in front of this crowd.
saying, oh, we're proud, we're proud.
Yeah, of course it is, yeah. You know, I'd
It's
say
like, I'll only be proud if we
really,
win the
look after
trophy.
him. Go and try and get another goal or two. You know, they made 11 changes.
Every
at the
tournament,
break,
oh, we're
so
proud of
kept
the
a
lads.
clean sheet. We
They've
haven't
done
really had
far
so
to
many
get this
clear-cut
far. They've done well to
opportunities
get in this final.
as we did in the
We're
first
proud of
half.
them. It's
Maybe
like,
haven't
no, I'm
pressed them
not.
as much. And you know, South Shields themselves have found it difficult to play
When
out.
we lost against
the halfway line.
Italy last
Gives the
year,
ball
or
back.
3 years ago, I weren't proud. I was cheesed off, and
Bit
I'm
of a heavy
still
touch, but it
cheesed
was
off that
tidied
we
up
lost
in the
that
end,
game.
And Kelly just lost out to an opponent there, but it's back to Nuko again.
Yeah, quite good with
But
his feet,
anyway,
to be fair there. Lovely
but the
passes
Sunderland
there.
game has
Took
been
time to
no
his feet,
goals
wraps
this
it into
second half.
Emir.
Sheffield,
Nice little
South Shields
job there
0,
from him to
Sunderland
collect the ball
5.
and get himself involved.
All the
He
work was
hasn't
done in
seen
the first
too
half,
much
and
in
I
the way of
think
chances.
they've just took the
Now
foot
it's
off the
Walsh,
gas
brilliant
this
play from
second
the
half, and they've just been passing
Northern
it
Irish
about a bit.
teenager, and it's out towards his left-hand side with Watson. He's got Bainbridge overlapping in front of him. And it's dealt with by Sloan.
Too much
At the
passing back
there was
to
Harrison
Pickford.
Jones,
Oh,
who had
absolutely. And
all
if
the
they do
space
that,
in the
Kevin
world.
Spain
Got the
will
ball now.
they'll have a
Might
field
not be
day.
over yet. Jones with the strike, and it's blocked by Sloan again. He was an acres of space at the back stick, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was good work.
So don't forget, I'll be doing the Gateshead stream at 5 o'clock. You're welcome to join me if you want to. I'll be doing the Gateshead match.
Would have had a freebie at the far post.
All is welcome.
South Shields will be aiming to just draw the half, essentially, keep a clean sheet, and
positives to take from the game.
Exactly, yeah. And I think Elliot Dickman will see it as such. They were completely outclassed, obviously, by Sunderland in the first half, but yeah, it's been a lower tempo and a different story in the second 45 so far. Here's Taylor.
It's right, SJ. Sick of being second best, basically lose a team. I know. Proud of the lads, proud of England. We'll go again next year. Nah.
Here's Sloan.
Sure what's happened there, halfway line.
And Watson filled Clark's boots.
Yeah, we're obviously, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got the.
It's all on the day.
Got
Come on,
the
England.
behind goal cameras essentially here now on the byline. Apologies to any viewers for.
Yeah, if anybody wants to help Trevor Davies, who scored the Sunderland goals? If anybody can help, because I've missed a lot of them because I've been doing bits and bobs.
Our production team, and Emir will chase this one down deep in the South Shields half, and he'll make it as well. And he bulldozes his way through, not quite. Good work there from Odell.
Looked like he got the better of him for a moment, didn't he? There, Odell just lent into him,
and then it was straight back to Caden Kelly, and now it's Mitchell onto Crompton. Plenty of space out on this left-hand side, and that one didn't quite find Watson with the switch. Another switch of play this time out to this near side, and this time Reece Walsh will get on the end of it. Crompton. Now Kelly, who's been receiving the ball deep in the centre circle, and now it's Tommy Watson, and could be another break on as they enter the final third, and now into the box. Leaves the defender.
Yeah, recovered in the end, didn't he?
On his backside, yeah. It'll be a throw in on this left-hand side.
Back on his feet to get the block in.
Yeah. Did think maybe for that split second get that shot away, but he did recover well, Mee. That was a difficult one there between Watson and Bainbridge. Yeah, it's really slowed down, hasn't it? It really, really has, and it's just kind of pre-season routine, especially with the scoreline as it is.
Yeah, it's minutes for these lads, though, isn't it? As you say, playing in front of a bit of a crowd as well. I know, obviously, Appleton, similar sort of looking type of ground, isn't it, really, there? But they're getting a few bodies in there in front of a good amount of Sunderland fans as well.
And Nuko there was under pressure from the striker, and he's eventually managed to play it out to Lavery, but they got away with that one a bit, Sunderland. Nice turn from Mitchell. Plenty of grass out on this left to run into now. Here's Kelly. Now Lavery. Now Reece Walsh. They'll look to get a ball into the box there, Walsh, and the goalkeeper Seymour just got on the end of it, and
Hemi just got there ahead of him, didn't he? Wasn't sure where the ball was, the goalkeeper. Good play again from Walsh.
Emir and Jones were both arriving there, made it a little bit uncertain there for Seymour, but the goalkeeper got the second bite of the cherry. Jenkins looked to play a first-time ball. Nice interception there from Lavery, but now they can come forward once again. And Lavery again in the right place at the right time. It's Harrison Jones. Bainbridge. Another fullback who loves to attack, loves to get forward, and he stays on his feet there as he plays an exchange with Watson. Now it's Ollie Bainbridge again. And it's just about clear.
Linked up well last season, those two for the 21s. As you say, Ollie loves to get forward. Getting past Tommy Watson.
Yeah, certainly that kind of breed of an attacking fullback, Ollie Bainbridge. He's got an eye for goal. Burst onto the scene while he was playing for the under-18s as a second-year scholar 2 years ago. He scored a hat-trick whilst 2-0 down against Everton to win the game 3-2.
Yeah, you're lucky there, SJ.
Yeah, it's a strange one, Ollie, as well, because as you say, in games and in sort of training itself.
You two people are watching. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys.
So I think he saves it for the games and getting up and down that left-hand side.
Some of the best players do, don't they? They save it for the Saturday.
It's just when the balls go away and you've got to run line to line, it's like, oh no, here we go. But yeah, certainly, as you say, in games there, you've seen it there where he's playing it into Tommy and he's galloping down that left-hand side.
Is Lavery, who had a couple of spots on the first team bench last season under Mike Dodds. Here's Watson. Hamir in a little tussle there with Sloan. Maybe after the end of this game, Hamir probably would have been wishing he was playing the first half when Mienda had quite a lot of
it was really,
opportunities.
Yeah.
It's Shepherd as South Shields begin another move forward, and it's straight to Lavery, and not sure he knew where that pass was intended there. Shepherd. There's been quite a lot of that, hasn't there? I'd like to see the pass accuracy stats.
Of course, he knew it was going to be a tough afternoon.
You're welcome,
I think he'd be
Hall lad,
disappointed
bother.
ball retention. You know, you work hard off the ball in these types of games where you've got to be switched on defensively. Don't get caught. Your man running in behind you, etc.
I get a takeaway Hall for that.
Ball, you need to try and spend a little bit of time on it and keep it for 5, 10, 15 passes. But they haven't managed to do that at all, have they? South Shields, really.
It's Jones. He tried to find Kelly. It's intercepted, and Lavery can win it back. Jones again. Jones was also involved with the first team briefly last season. He was on the bench against Southampton in the 4-2 defeat in which Romain Mundell was a start performer, and he was certainly had a lively game here today as well. Watson just tried to feed Kelly there.
Like I say, you're welcome to join me for the Gateshead match.
7 minutes ago, Danny, what's your assessment? What can we expect
live match commentary?
Just keep the ball really. It'd be nice to go on and get a 6, wouldn't it, really, for the younger boys to go and get a goal or 2 from their point of view.
You're more than welcome.
They'll be happy with this 11, won't they, that they can come off with their sort of heads held high, really. They haven't shipped any goals.
Hello, Keith. Good day from Western Australia. Good start. Absolutely good start. I paid a tenner and I wouldn't connect bloody fume and want a refund. Absolutely, Derek. There's a few people say that as well.
Work rate. Desire once we did turn the ball over to go and get it back.
Yeah, it's just a kick about second half, SG. I think they've done the job in the first half. We're just taking it easy. It's just a run out now.
Forced them into too many errors and we got the goals.
There was a brief attack just then, and Sunderland have won the ball back again. It's an ambitious shot from Caden Kelly, and he had men to his left.
Yeah. It's sat there.
I would think he is, John.
So he's not capable there, Caden Kelly. You know, Tommy Watson's free outside him, but he just fancied one, didn't he?
So we're into the 85th minute.
There was the previous attack there as well that Watson did get on the end of, and I think
Rain seems to have cleared up a little bit.
Ended up getting on the end of it. Hamir looked at Watson as if to say, "I didn't see you."
Quite a few there as well at South Shields. There's quite a decent crowd.
Mitchell there as well.
Interesting to see how many Sunderland fans are there.
With the little player QBS, another one, I'd say, a couple of seasons back, one of the younger boys as well, but technically very good. You know, receiving the ball, has good pictures around him, what's going on.
He was identified from Birmingham City quite early in the reign at the club of Christian Speakman and Mike Dodds as well. Certainly a player who impressed down in the West Midlands. It's important to note as well some of these players that are on the pitch now, especially these younger ones, will feature as well at Gateshead at 5 o'clock.
They'll get themselves away, haven't they?
Yeah, there's
a bit of lunch and go again.
Hopefully the traffic isn't too bad, full of supporters that are making the quick dash. Luckily, not too far to go. It was a 12:30 through till 4, I think, last season. So they've got an extra hour this year, this time around between games, as part of this double header. Yeah. Here's Sloan for South Shields. Meanwhile, out to Odell at right back. Can they nab a goal, or will Sunderland preserve their clean sheet? Blondie Nanuko, in his first game on trial, will be hoping to.
So Shields was sold out, I heard. Yeah.
Get himself a clean sweep. That's a nice piece of play there, appealing for the flag, Lavery in particular, but it wasn't given. Played it nicely here out to Taylor.
Oh, there's bound to be some max there, isn't there, SG? Of course he is.
Yeah,
Hodgson was on the end of it, yeah.
Obviously, outswing and going away from him. He's got to try and get his neck around it. Can't direct it on target.
Yeah, it was Hodgson there, slightly behind him, as you say. It was a difficult one to hit the target.
Sunderland fully sold out for the South Shields game. I definitely think there'll be a few Newcastle supporters at the Gateshead match.
Arena. Sunderland lead by 5, as they did.
You can fill the stadium. I'm not bothered, to be honest with you, how many is.
Chris Rigg, Alaza Mayenda and Adil Al-Shish, all of whom are now on the bench, getting a well-earned rest.
Haha, nice one, Derek.
It's Ben Crompton. Emir drops deep again. Now it's Johns. Out to the left-hand side with Bainbridge. He's got Watson up ahead of him. Caden Kelly 20 yards in front as well. Here's Mitchell. Just turned into trouble a bit there, but he might still emerge with the ball. There's 2 Shields men opposing him, but Caden Kelly comes to help out, and Sunderland retain possession.
Into the 88th minute.
Still trying to press, aren't they? And it's a case of energy. Case of stamina, isn't it? And energy this late in the half. Obviously, it's a completely new 11 from the first half for Shields. Bainbridge, nice touch. Here's Watson. Could be 3 on 2 here. Tommy Watson makes his way into the box, and it's out for a corner. Sloan with the header.
Yeah, another good ball out from the goalkeeper there. Just fizzed it out to that left-hand side, didn't he? Started the attack really, and then 2 or 3 passes got us up.
Hopefully, SJ.
Win the corner.
I'm not a fan of jelly babies, Rosie.
Kelly's going to take this one. Certainly a very good set-piece delivery on Caden Kelly. He showed that plentifully for the 21s last season. They took it quickly and they've won a throw.
Got through in though.
Can Sunderland?
Yeah, I think he is Hall. Yeah.
That one hit the referee. It has indeed. Yeah. And likewise in the first half, I don't think we're going to see too much added time, if any. So we're looking to
the usual 8 or 9 minutes. First game of last season, did we have something like 13 minutes?
Something like that. Yeah, there's been a few instances like that, and you always
got giddy after the World Cup, didn't they?
It comes to the point where a 90th minute goal doesn't always seem like too much of a late goal anymore. But just try asking Ollie Watkins that. They looked to switch play out there to Walsh, but it was intercepted by Shepherd, and now Crompton gets it back with a nice turn.
I still do, SG.
Just playing out these final stages here at the First Cloud Arena. Just too much on it there for Tommy Watson, who's not too impressed.
I'm pleased to see South Shields have put a better fight in the second half.
Yeah, a bit sloppy on the ball.
We just need a decent win out, says John. 80 people still watching. Thank you very much, and don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't clicked the subscribe button. Click the thumbs up, it helps me channel out massively. Thank you. But, thank you very much for tuning in. I will be on again 5 o'clock for the Gateshead game.
Who stood out for you?
Sunderland double
bill. Who's been a standout player?
Ah, you're not racist, Derek. No way.
You say Mundell was bright, wasn't he? Busy early on, getting forward, going past his man. Chrissy Rigg, his work rate, desires to go and win the ball back in the first pre-season, friendly of the season. Mayenda as well, running in behind centre backs, not just sitting in front, getting into feet. He was busy, playing on the shoulder.
I think the fact that we've eased up and changed players rather than them playing better, we have, yeah.
The penalty, steps up, wants to take that, so I thought he had a good first 45 minutes as well. It was comfortable for the boys at the back. Dan Neal pulling the strings as well. So yeah, there's a lot of positives early on to take from that first half, especially, really, wasn't there?
And there we go, full time.
And there we are. That's the full time whistle. There's not even any added time. So it's finished. South Shields 0, Sunderland 5. What more can you say? Job done, especially all done in the first half from Sunderland.
Yeah, and as you say, a good run out for some
definitely
of
a good
these
one out.
as well, wasn't it? 20 minutes or so, and they'll make their way down the road. Probably get
So thanks for tuning in. Join me at 5 o'clock. I'll be doing a little review of this game, and I'll be putting the goals. I'll be putting the goals up later as well when I can get hold of them. Oh yeah, I might as well show you the. Oh, no, nothing.
South Shields didn't help themselves at times. Did they get caught on the ball?
Yeah, I'll show you the goals. I'll be putting the highlights video up and my thoughts. And don't forget, tune in at 5 o'clock. I'll be showing the Gateshead game. You're welcome to join whatever you're doing. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in and enjoy the rest of your Saturday.